Hello everyone, I'm gonna be playing Lover's Enigma demo. I hope you guys enjoy. It's been a few days since I've last recorded, so I'm just trying to keep up with everything. It's a little challenging with me being on a hiatus, trying to focus on myself a little bit more. And I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna be necessarily doing as far as like everything goes when I'm gonna come back and whatnot. So I think this is supposed to be like a story game. I like the music. My name is Uni. Ever since I was young, my mother's voice dictated my fate, every word a reminder that my future was a tapestry woven from my family obligations. Honestly, I feel that. Sadly, I really feel that. The pinnacle of this was my arranged marriage to Kazuki. Well, I don't feel that part. A budding journalist my mother had met at a coffee shop. Lucky for her, he was in his late 20s too and looking to settle down. I'm sorry, but this dude is pretty. Is it a dude? Hold on, I don't know. Reluctance gnawed at me, but I accepted, more to quiet my mother's persistence than out of any real desire. Felt that too. Love for Kazuki never blossomed, yet his friendship became a comforting presence, his kindness a balm for my uncertain heart. Then, just weeks after our wedding, he died. What? Suicide, they said. What? But something about the way he died, the timing felt wrong. Terribly wrong. Yet, what can I do? I'm an actor in a play, stuck in a role I never chose. Every move and word feels scripted by someone else, and no matter how hard I try, I can't escape the part I'm supposed to play. It's been 40 minutes. All you hear is the relentless sound of your mother's voice. Mom, I really don't think I'm ready for this. Nonsense, dear. You're not getting any younger, and it's high time you moved on. Oh, I hate this sound. Besides, Ryota seems like a nice young man, and he's been asking about you. Wait, she's already setting her up with somebody else after her husband died? I know, but I still feel like something's missing, like I haven't properly said goodbye. Oh, sweetheart, always stuck in the past, aren't you? You need to stop dwelling on what's gone and start thinking about your future. Ryota could be a good opportunity for you. It's not just about Ryota, Mom. There's something off about Kazuki's death. I can feel it. Here we go again with your wild theories. The police investigated and they found nothing. You need to accept reality, Junie, and stop living in a fantasy world. But what if there's more to it than what they found? What if Kazuki's death wasn't an accident? Enough? I won't entertain your delusions anymore. You need to focus on being a proper wife and daughter, not chasing ghosts. Yes, Mom. Good. Now, I'll talk to you later. And remember, keep yourself together. We can't have any more embarrassing incidents like last time. What? And you stare at your phone for a moment before glancing around the room. Your gaze wanders over to the shrine in the corner, its eerie presence casting a shadow over the otherwise mundane surroundings. Maybe Mom's right. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but I can't shake this feeling that something's not right. I can't hear myself think. You approach the shrine in a mixture of fear and determination coursing through your veins. As you reach out to touch his death photo, a chill runs down your spine, and you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Day 1. You don't have to walk me back home every day. It's no big deal. But still, going out of your way like this, I know you said you're okay with the whole still testing the waters kind of arrangement, but I can't help but feel bad about it. You hesitate for a moment, trying to not trying not to sound too patronizing. Anyways, thank you. I should head back. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Ryota's expression is still as unchanging as ever. I said it's fine. It's not a bother, really. I'm just making sure you get home safely. Oh, well, in that case, Ryota's chuckle feels forced. As I look at him, I notice his smile doesn't reach his eyes. Great. So, same time tomorrow? Alright, thank you. Ryota looks at you and gives you that same unreadable smile before waving goodbye. You can't help but feel a pang of guilt and uncertainty as you watch him walk away. He probably doesn't want to get too involved with me anyways. I know he's just trying to be nice. He's better off with someone with less baggage, especially with everything that happened with Kazuki. Feeling the weight of your own problems, maybe I should talk to Mom about easing up on her matchmaking. The free roaming section of the game begins now. You can explore the town from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. During this time, you'll have the chance to interact with the male leads scattered across the map, as well as engage in side interactions with various townsfolk. However, it looks like the male leads already have something planned for you today, so enjoy your time exploring. Just don't stay out too late. You wouldn't want to make Mom angry. Okay, let's go to Riverside, maybe? River? You avoid the river, it reminds you too much of Kazuki. Oh, okay. Let's go to the library. The library is quiet. There's a book you can read about the city's past. XX Town and XX Prefecture used to be under the federal lord by the name of... The family was influential in the political sphere during the Meiji era. But the sudden death of the young master caused the family to fall into ruin. Some say his death was no accident, while others say there were supernatural things to play. Well, that's enough reading for today. Cinema? The cinema is closed for today. There seems to be a notice on the door. We are currently closed for today and tomorrow to prepare for the first preview of the new movie. Okay. I think go back over here, then we can go to Upper Street Cafe. As you walk back home, you pass by a familiar cafe. The empty croissant wrapper that once contained a croissant from Yoko remains still tucked neatly inside your bag. For a moment, you consider going in to thank her, but seeing how busy the cafe is, you decide against it. Maybe you can come back tomorrow. Sweet shop? It seemed to be closed today. Maybe you should visit the old lady that runs this place tomorrow. She was always kind to you, and it's been a while since you've talked to her. Alley? The alleyway looks dark and musty. Yeah, it's best to not go there, actually. Oh, kitty! There's a strange cat here. Pet the cat. Affectionate with Mayabi increased. Yay, kitty! Convenience store? You want to enter the convenience store, but there are a group of drunken nerds blocking the way. They seem to be yelling at the clerk. It's best if you avoid them. Okay, we're not going in there either. What would be so great in the parking lot? There seems to be a few delinquents hanging out at the parking spots. The joys of youth. They seem to be talking about one of their classmates. Guys, I don't know if I can do it. You're talking about Class B's beauty, Mika-san? Everyone wants to be with her, man. He's right. Rumors say at least one guy from the current batch from every class has confessed to her at least once. Twice, even? I don't think you've got a chance. And she's turned them all down. You guys aren't making it any easier for me. Hey, whatever happens, we have your back, Yamato. That's right, Yamato. Good luck, Yamato. Why do I feel like Yamato is gonna be one of the people who is gonna be like part of the love like, connections here. Sorry, miss. I'm on an urgent case right now. Please leave your case details and information at the counter. We will contact you once we have a moment to spare. You go to the receptionist to write down your inquiries about around Kazuki's death before leaving. Hopefully, they'll contact you soon. Strange office. This place seems shady, and there's faint music playing from beyond the door. It's really late. I better head home before Mom gives me a mouthful. Did we go everywhere here? I think we did. Oh, the temple. The temple is closed for today. It's really late. I better head home before Mom... Okay, let's just go home. How do we know which one's home? Is it the apartments? You walk down the corridor to your apartment. As you pass by your neighbor's unit, you hear a loud thud coming from the room inside. Then a scuffle of footsteps shortly after. Door clinks open and you see a familiar yet sporadic silhouette pop out from behind the door. You. Oh, you. Before you can say anything else, he cuts you off. Can you stop leaving your trash outside? And when you leave the house during the day, you're always so noisy. I know you have nothing better to do, but some people have things to do. You know? He gives you that stupid look on his face, reminiscent of a certain 2008 anime. You want to yell at him and call him a stupid naggy, but you're an adult. And even though he's short and rude, he should be able to reason like one too. I'm sorry, I'll try not to be too loud next time. You expect him to continue berating you, but his expression softens. Seems as though he too was expecting some sort of resistance from you. Yeah, you better. Friend looks at you for a moment, a hint of defensiveness in his gaze, before reluctantly nodding his head and closing the door behind him. What a strange guy. I barely see him, and when I do, he lectures me. Whatever. Can't let some weirdo ruin my day. Okay. Let's just go home. You finally enter your apartment. A groan escapes from your lips as you're finally able to kick off your shoes and collapse exhausted onto the couch. Why do I always have to deal with weirdos after a long day of work? Speaking of work, I can't deal with it anymore. There's too much going on. Everyone looks at me with the same pitiful yet annoyed expression. They gossip about me behind my back, yet every time they see me, they offer some unnecessary advice. It'll be so much easier if they just told me straight to my face that I'm weak. And Ryota, he's definitely not happy about this arrangement, and Kazuki, his death. I just need to keep it together somehow, and then I'll be fine. I can't fall apart now, not yet, not with everyone waiting for me to fall. Maybe they're right, maybe I am weak, maybe I deserve their looks, their gossip, maybe I deserve all of it. No, not again. Kazuki? It's him, please let it be him. What? Huh? No, that one's real. It's real or it's not? What is... No, please, not again. Someone's at the door. Hello? Anyone home? Yes, coming. You rush over to the door, opening it frantically in hopes of ignoring the strange noise coming from your apartment again. Hello? Sorry for the noise. What? No, who is it? Hello? Your eyes widen in surprise as this weirdo's sudden dramatic entrance, a mix of confusion and skepticism on your face. What can I help you with? The vibes from your home are not immaculate. I can already sense the bad spirits squirming around your abode. But no matter. I am Satoma Haruki, exorcist extraordinaire, at your service. Taken aback by Haruki's grandiose introduction, you were shaken up before, but now you're just simply perplexed. Who the hell is this guy? Exorcist? Haruki pauses for a moment, seemingly as though analyzing you a bit, his face showing a momentary tinge of shock. Then he shakes his head as if you shrug off the thought before continuing on with his introduction. Indeed, your esteemed mother has employed my services to assist with the spiritual disturbances plaguing this dwelling. Your skepticism grows as you eye Haruki warily, and you're sure you can handle it? Fear not, fair maiden, my reputation precedes me. While some may doubt my methods, I assure you I possess genuine spiritual prowess. Doubt fills your mind, but at this point, is embracing a bit of spiritual fanfare really the worst idea you've had? Well, I suppose it can't hurt to give it a try. Haruki beams at you, his smile shrewd, yet unreadable. Excellent! With your cooperation, we shall banish these troublesome spirits. I don't know what that word is. Post haste. I had to think about that one for a second. Now, shall we begin? You hesitate, staring at the strange man once again. Alright, maybe letting some weirdo into your house isn't really the best idea. Actually, I appreciate your offer, but I think it might be better if you come back another time. I need some, time to prepare myself for your methods. Haruki's smile falters, but he nods, reluctantly accepting your request. I understand, dear client, though I must say the spirits may not be so patient, but if it is your wish, I shall honor it. Until next time, then. Why wouldn't he wait until her mom is there? Just like that, the exorcist disappears as mysteriously as he had appeared. You close the door and turn back into your apartment, trying to steady your breath. As the silence settles, a sudden tremor courses through your room. The furniture rattles, and that unsettling croaking noise fills the air again, sending a shiver down your spine. I thought it would be gone by now, but it's still happening? No. What was it? I need to check my phone. Leave incense for Kazuki. Oh no, crap, I must have forgotten to leave the incense out for Kazuki. No, damn it. As you approach the shrine, it begins to shake violently. Kazuki's death photo slips off the altar. You race to the shrine, your heart pounding in your chest. This is a slot machine. You need 3 matches to win, but if your sanity is high, you only need 2 to match. Press the spacebar to start playing or click the lever. Okay, I didn't realize you had to click it each time. Yay, we did it. You managed to catch the photo just in time, clutching it tightly as you stare at it. Your heart still beating loudly in your chest. Surprised at your own reflexes, you gaze at the photo longingly, wondering if some divine intervention has guided your hand. You take a deep breath, trying to collect your scattered thoughts. With trembling hands, you carefully place the photo back on the mantle. Stepping back, you let your eyes linger on the image, your heart heavy with a mix of confusion and longing. The room feels eerily quiet, the silence amplified, the turmoil in your mind. Kazuki? Shit. I'm losing it again. That's not good. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. What did she tell me? What was it? The bathroom? Yes, I have to get to the bathroom. Normally, you would get actual help in order to keep yourself together, but that's not an option for you, at least not now. So this is the next best thing in keeping things under wraps. In this rhythm-based game, your goal is to match the beat by pressing the arrow keys at the right time. Arrow icons will appear on the screen in sync with the music. Hit the corresponding arrow keys just when the lines up with the target zone. The more accurately you hit the keys, the higher your score. Keep calm and steady your heartbeat, and remember to suppress it. Oh boy. The arrow keys. Oh god. Okay, I'm fine. I'm good. It's under control. It started getting faster. My head hurts. I should go to bed. Bedroom. As you enter your bedroom, you fumble for the light switch in the dark. Your hand brushes against the sharp edge of your nightstand and you feel a sudden stinging pain. Uh-oh. You pull your hand back quickly, but it's too late. A small, deep cut begins to bleed. Shit. You grab a nearby towel and wrap it around your hand, pressing deep into the cut, trying to stop the bleeding. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Your vision blurs a little as you wince from the pain. It looks like an eye. But you swear you see a weird symbol form against the blood splattered. Boyfriend's husband, exorcist, even this stupid apartment. Seriously, I wish mom would stop meddling with my business and making me do all this for her. Just as you say that, your phone buzzes from the glow on your screen. You read the words, 3 unread messages from mom. I'm exhausted, I need to sleep. I can't deal with anything anymore. Yeah, ignore your mom. As you lie on the bed, your head swirls with the afterthoughts of today. Mother's, ghost, boyfriend's, husband's, duty, sins, choice, and most importantly, you. Do your choices matter? You can't help but worry about yourself. You can sense that things are changing, and no matter what you do, you can't stop it. You don't want to sleep just yet. There's so many things to do, but your eyes give out as you lay there on your bed. Your thoughts are finally quieting down and all you hear is the same resounding sound of drums. Day 2. First heart, bound by desire. Everything is a curse. I can head home from here. I'd rather not take up too much of your time, Ryota. It's not a problem for me to escort you back. Oh well, it's just that I have to get some stuff on the way home, dinner and such. I won't insist then. Have a safe walk home. Ryota leaves, heading towards the cafe. Maybe he's just visiting Yoko before going home. Your heart rate was unnaturally high last night. What do I keep telling you? Keep yourself together. Just follow your routine and it will be okay. Just remember to do as I say. Why can't she mind her own business? Whatever. I still have other things I need to do. Gotta keep my sanity high. Get incense for Kazuki. Leave incense for Kazuki. Do your daily routine. Anyways, I should get some offerings for Kazuki's shrine before going home. Thankfully, the temple is still open at this hour. Free roaming is now available again. You can explore the town from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. During this time, you'll find the male leads scattered. Alright, we know this. Additionally, any extra interactions involving the main characters will automatically advance time by an hour. Plan your night carefully. Here's the temple. Oh! There's the dude. As you approach the temple, you see Haruki being hastily escorted out by an irate monk. Seriously? Wait, who did I say? It's not Kazuki. Stop handling out your business cards to people trying to pray. This is a holy ground, not a business conference. Haruki, unperturbed by the monk's anger, tries to defend himself as he's pushed to the exit. Whoa, your boy on the grind for the bread. You get me? I'm an actual exorcist. I'm here to help. That's enough. We've had it with your antics. Leave before I call the police again. Jeez, I'm doing what's called marketing, alright? People need my help, and I'm not gonna stop spreading the word. I don't know if we should speak up. Yeah, we'll speak up. Excuse me, I can vouch for him. He's an actual exorcist. I'm actually one of his regulars. The monk turns to you, his brows furrowed in skepticism. Young lady, you cannot be serious. This is clearly a con man. You need to be more cautious. People like him prey on the vulnerable. I understand your concern, but he has genuinely helped me. I wouldn't be defending him if he wasn't the real deal. The monk studies your expression, his stern look softening slightly as he considers your words. You honestly believe that? It's hard to believe anyone would find help from such a character. See, I told you, I'm a real exorcist, just trying to help people. No scams here. Give me a chance and I promise I'll respect your holy grounds. No funny business, just good old... The monk sighs, clearly torn between his duty and your insistence. Alright, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time, but if I catch him causing trouble again, he's out of here for good. Thank you for understanding. Trust me, he's really helped me out of some bad spots, so I'm lying. Oh well. The monk nods reluctantly. Very well, I'll take your word for it. Just make sure he respects the sanctity of this place. Haruki grins widely, clearly pleased. Thanks for backing me up, Junie. You're the best. I owe you one. Anyway, dear client, what brings you to this sacred ground? Surely you didn't come to just witness my flair. I came to get some stuff for... Kazuki. What a kind-hearted wife. How commendable. Though I must add a little note, simply bringing gifts might not suffice to appease all spirits, especially those of the rather malevolent kind. Kazuki is not an evil spirit. That's where you come in. You flatter me, my dearest client. I shall do my best to navigate these intricate spiritual matters with the same flair and expertise you do believe I truly possess. Flair and finesse, huh? Sounds like you're selling yourself pretty hard. Well, one must advertise their talents. Besides, I believe that a little charm never hurt anyone, especially when it comes to dealing with the otherworldly. Think of it as an added bonus to my professionalism services. You're always so cheerful, Haruki. I really feel like I can relax when you're around. I'm just doing my part to lighten the mood. Exorcism would be such a gloomy business otherwise, but I must warn you, spirits can be quite tricky, you know? The world of the supernatural is like an intricate dance. Sometimes even benign spirits have their own quirks and challenges. But I sensed at your home the other day, I didn't want to bring it up there and then, just in case you got scared. But whatever is in there, whatever is haunting your house is not a simple ghost. It's something that has been festering for years. Who wouldn't be afraid if you put it like that? Forgive my choice of words. What I meant to say is there's something strange brewing spiritually in your home. But that's not something the strong and knowledgeable exorcist from the Satoma clan, that is I, can't handle. So please trust me, I'll help erase any evil that plagues your way. Anyways, I would love to stay and chat, but duty calls. Remember to contact me if anything happens. I'll be off. The dramatic flourish of his coat, Haruki turns and heads down the temple steps, disappearing into the bustling streets. You watch him go, a mix of amusement and reassurance settling in. Despite his eccentricities, Haruki's presence feels undeniably comforting. Right, I had better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm here. Affection with Haruki increase. Hold on, how do we get the task list? Okay. Here's the convenience store. Ren gives the door a blank look. Welcome. Oh. His face twists up in disgust. It's you. Look, just get what you need and go home. I don't need you to make a mess at my job too. You couldn't get enough of me? No. I'm not a messy person. None of that is my fault. Ren rolls his eyes. Sure it isn't. Get what you want and get out. After picking up the items you needed, you head back to the counter to purchase them. Ren begins to scan your items silently. He paused, scanning, and silently looks at the air freshener among your items and gives you an approving look. You look at him, confused at his actions. This isn't the worst thing you could have bought. It's the brand I always get. He appears almost bashful at the admission, as if he has shared a massive secret. Seemingly realizing the strangeness of his statement, he hastily scans the rest of your items without saying another word. He points at the cash register's display. Pay and leave. He lets you go silently. As you head towards the exit, you hear a loud crash. Turning around, you see a customer standing amidst a toppled display. Ren, clearly irritated, clicks his tongue. Did you just click your tongue at me, you worthless brat? It's your sloppy work caused this. What if I was injured, huh? It's not my job to deal with morons. What did you say to me? I'll report you to your manager. You report away. I'll clean it up. I'm not wasting my time arguing. You keep being mouthy with me and I'll slug you? The customer inches closer to Ren and points his finger in his face threateningly. Ren steps back, but realizing he's being backed against a wall as the customer corners him. Defend Ren. Seeing the customer's aggression, you decide to step in. Hey, how can you say such things? You're the one who should apologize. As you try to intervene, the customer, who you can see is clearly intoxicated, tries to swing at you. We're gonna dodge this. Ha, serves you right. Ren takes the mop in his hand and continues to hit the already downed customer. Take that and that. Ren, I think he's had enough. Oh, fine. He tosses the mop aside in triumph. The customer drunkenly stumbles his way out, confused by the whole situation. Ren turns to look at you with a newfound respect. It was cool how you dodged that guy so quickly. Oh, what's that? I don't think I heard that first part quite clearly. You're saying how cool, amazing, and pretty I looked while standing up against that guy? Huh? I didn't say anything like that. It's just nice to hear some appreciation coming from you for once. Don't get used to it, but, yeah, thanks. I guess that could have gone a lot worse. No problem. Glad I could help. Plus, it was kind of fun seeing you swing that mop around. Yeah, it's called zoning. You too, I guess. Aw, you do care. Don't make me regret saying that. Look, just, if you're free tomorrow after work, we should swing by the shop near the apartment. You know, the one owned by that old granny? I'll pay back this favor. Are you asking me out on a date, Ren? What? No, I just owe you one, alright? Relax, I'm just teasing. I'll be there. Good, and thanks again, seriously. Anytime, just try not to get into any more fights while I am not around. Yeah, just get out of here before I change my mind about being grateful. With that, Ren gives you a nod of appreciation before turning back to his duties. You leave the store feeling accomplished and got to see a cuter side of Ren to boot. Okay. That would be for tomorrow, I would think, but we could go there. Sanity increase, affection with Ren increase. It's really late, I better head home before Mom gives me a mouthful. Okay. As you step into your apartment, a knock echoes through the door. A voice calls from the other side. Hello, is anyone home? What now? The resigned sigh, you approach the door. When you open it, you're met by a woman standing there, her hands clasped together in a formal manner. Have you found salvation through Hiroshi no Kami? Salvation? What do you mean? Hiroshi no Kami, the Divine One, offers visions and guidance to those who see the truth. He is the light in the darkness, the savior of lost souls. You seem like someone searching for answers. Why not explore what he has to offer? Embracing his guidance might bring you the balance and peace you need to keep things in order. After all, in the midst of chaos, true balance is found through the light of the divine. No thanks, I don't really want to. You try to close the door, but the cult member wedges her hand into the gap. I understand your reluctance, but Hiroshi no Kami's light is too important to ignore. This path offers salvation and purpose, and turning away now means missing out on a profound truth. Please reconsider. Our door is always open, but the time to accept his guidance is now. This woman is weird. I appreciate your concern, but now is not a really good time. I'll definitely check it out again, though. I understand it's not the best moment, but Hiroshi no Kami's guidance is essential. This opportunity to find balance and peace might not come again. Isn't your search for answers worth exploring? I'm really not interested right now. But think of the clarity and purpose you might gain. Just a brief visit could make a world of difference. I said no. I need to focus on other things at the moment. I see. Well, I'll respect your decision for now. I'll come back with more information if you're still unsure. Thank you for at least considering it. Remember, our door is always open. The woman bows deeply and with a final lingering look, turns away, leaving you alone. That lady was weird. After a long day, you decide to visit Kazuki's shrine. Compared to the day before, it's still relatively neat. I should take care of him first. I hope this keeps you at peace for tonight once again. Maybe it's my imagination, but the air around the shrine feels a little colder and the feeling of gratitude settles in my bones. You smile softly at the shrine. Good night, Kazuki. Tidy up the shrine. Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. There, all better. Affection with Kazuki increased. Kazuki's dead. What do you mean affection with Kazuki increased? Huh? What? Gotta keep my sanity high. Okay. You're keeping it together pretty well, but there's no harm in making sure you're extra calm. Impressive. You hit 87% of the total notes. Sanity increased. My sanity was pretty good. I would think bedroom to go to bed. You step inside and everything seems in place. The door clicks shut behind you. For a fleeting moment, peace settles in the air and your mind drifts back to the day. Whenever I'm with Haruki, his high energy makes me feel less tired and he's surprisingly fun to be around. I don't know how Ren does it, but customer service is certainly not for the weak. I would get so tired after dealing with all those customers, and a soft, unexpected smile brushes your lips. Maybe things aren't so bad after all. Maybe not everything has to be difficult. But before the thought can settle, something stirs beneath your skin. Guilt, thick and alive, begins to bubble, crawling its way through your veins and towards your fingertips. Okay, I think I get it. I think she feels guilty for having a good day because Kazuki's not around anymore. But that's not her fault. That's so sad. Your hands tremble, you glance down. Was that a flicker, a slither beneath the surface? What the? How can you enjoy life when Kazuki's killer is still out there? Well, we don't know if he was actually killed, though. You don't actually believe he committed suicide, do you? The accusation lingers, sinks its claws in. Your fingers find your nails, and you begin to pick, anxiety bubbling up, choking your thoughts. No, you're already working on finding his killer, aren't you? Yet the doubt coils together, tighter. Are you making any progress? It whispers persistent. Who gave you the right to smile, to feel any joy when Kazuki is nothing more than ashes now? Your nails dig into your flesh, tearing at the guilt festering just beneath the surface. You claw at your skin, frantic, as if somehow you can scrape away the guilt. As if those phantom insects crawling beneath the surface will stop moving, will stop whispering. The scar on your hand throbs sharp, biting, and suddenly the wound opens again, fresh blood dripping down your wrist. Your head pounds, a drum beat of dread. A knock echoes from the door, soft but familiar. The cult again? Panic seizes you and you run to the bathroom, desperate to escape, to wash away the dread crawling up your spine. You splash cold water on your face, but as you glance in the mirror, something flickers behind you, a shadow, a presence. Your stomach twists violently, bile rising, and you hurl the day's lunch into the sink. Then, without warning, the lights snap off, darkness engulfs the room, thick and suffocating. The only sound is the low, menacing hum of the ventilator and the running water filling the void, and then footsteps, thumping, scuttling. Someone is outside the bathroom door. Junie? A voice calls out to you. Mom? No, it can't be. She's far away, too far to be here. You shake the thought away, but the thumping grows louder and cold dread seeps into your bones. The wound on your hand bleeds more, pain shooting up your arm. Kazuki? You whisper a prayer, barely audible. I'm sorry, please. I'll find your killer, I swear. Your phone buzzes in the dark, cutting through the tension. A notification flashes. It's from your mom. Remember to call if you need help. Your heart clenches a bit, a bitter laugh slipping from your lips. Fuck that. I'm not calling her. But then a colder thought cuts through the fear. Who are you calling? Maybe write to Kazuki? I don't know. Maybe that'll help. You walk towards Kazuki's shrine cautiously. Everything feels off, but it's almost like the feelings radiating from here. The mess is almost artistic in a way, surrounding Kazuki's shrine in a way that leads me towards it. He'd always help with the cleaning when things were messy before. You take a seat in front of his shrine, leaning your head against the table it's sat upon. Kazuki, if this is really your doing, will you give me a sign? Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? What am I doing? I won't get a response from you this way. You stand back up, grabbing some papers and a pen from the messy table. Kazuki, please? Please give me a sign. Anything. Anything at all. You neatly fold it and place it in the middle of the shrine. I still miss Kazuki. I'll get to the bottom of things. I promise. You sigh before spending the rest of the night tidying up the apartment again. When you check on the note later, it remains unchanged. Affection with Kazuki increased. I really wonder what's gonna happen as far as that goes. Like, that's crazy. We still gotta go to bed. As you drift into sleep, fragments of another life flicker through your mind. Faces and voices swirl around you, familiar yet distant, leaving an unsettling sense of deja vu. There's a leader's presence, a protector's shadow, a friend's warmth, a wanderer's wisdom, and a companion's loyalty, all tangled in memories you can't quite grasp. You want to make sense of it, but weariness pulls you deeper into a void-filled slumber where the past whispers but never fully reveals itself. Dig deeper. You feel your heart wrench as memories of the past continue to swirl in your brain. You hear the same familiar knocking, but this time they feel different. Not teeming with the same malice intent brewing in your apartment, but with an air of protectiveness, warmth, and even love. Someone loved you very much. He cared about you in the past. When you were chased out of your village, he took you in. Yes, him. He had everything, a mansion, servants, and power. Unlike the people at your village, he wasn't afraid of you, even though you brought endless calamities. He was potential, he was strength, and he saw kindness despite everything. You were the calm in his life until... Dig deeper. Until the calamity. Yes, you ruined everything. You had someone who loved you, but you couldn't help it. You had to ruin it all, didn't you? You had people who cared, yet that wasn't enough. You had to destroy everything. A persistent ache gnaws at your temples as you toss and turn in bed. When you finally drift off, you find yourself trapped in a state between waking and dreaming with the oppressive weight of sleep paralysis pinning you down. All around you, the shadows dance and morph into haunting figures. Muffled voices, distant and unintelligible, echo in your ears as they scream your name. You see the people who loved you melt into a horrifying mass of flesh and blood. You try to scream to move, but your body disobeys your desperate commands. Just when you think you can't take any more, the darkness recedes. You wake up drenched in sweat and trembling. The nightmare's clinging remnants leave you shaken and exhausted. Sanity decrease by like 85. I feel like my voice is already going hoarse after like talking so much because I usually don't do story driven games and I usually don't talk this much. After work, as you're stepping off the train with Ryota, your phone suddenly rings. Seeing that it's an unknown number, you excuse yourself and step aside to answer, leaving Ryota wait for you curiously. Hello, this is Officer Watanabe. I'm calling to discuss Kazuki's case. Yes, what is it? Have you found something? Did you find his body? Actually, we didn't find anything. We've thoroughly investigated the matter and the evidence all points to a tragic suicide. We believe it's time to close the case. I understand this is difficult, but continuing to push won't change the outcome. You can't be serious. There are too many unanswered questions. I know there's more to it. Kazuki wouldn't just end his life like that. His body wasn't even found, and that suicide note was clearly fake. Again, I sympathize with your situation, but all the evidence supports our conclusion. We will not reopen the case unless we receive concrete proof that someone else was involved. No, I can't accept that. Kazuki deserves better than this. I deserve closure, too. Look, I understand that you're grieving, but if you continue to pursue this, you could face legal repercussions for obstructing the police. I'm advising you to let it go. Are you just going to leave? We don't have the manpower or resources to waste on a closed case. I am very sorry. I hope that you'll be able to find peace soon. And with that, the line goes silent. You angrily close your phone. Your reflection stares back at you helplessly from the darkened screen, as if begging you to do something to fix this. An overwhelming urge to scream wells up in your chest. I'm sorry about that. His voice surprises all the rage out of you. In your agitation, you had forgotten that he was still there watching the whole debacle unfold. You turn around mortified. Sorry about that. It's just the police again. You must have guessed. They've given up on Kazuki's case. I'm really sorry that this is happening after all the work you've put into this. I don't know what I can do to help, but if there's anything at all... Oh no, it's okay. This is my burden to bear. I can share it with you if you'll let me. Even so, it's not good to fret over the past. Your mother's right about that. Not her again. I know you really look up to her, but she's not exactly the best person to listen to, especially with how stubborn she is about her ideals. The way she believes how anything can be overcome if you just put your mind to it. But sometimes hard work just isn't enough. I know how headstrong your mother can be, but that mindset did help me and Yoko out of everything. You vaguely recall how your mom was there for Ryota and Yoko back in school. She helped them to escape their abusive home, always listening and supporting them as their teacher. It's a memory that sticks with you, especially when you think about how different things were for you. She means well and she cares about you. Does she now? The words come out tense and bitter. You can't help but feel angry at your mom for pressuring you even in her absence, as at Ryota, even though he doesn't know any better, and at yourself. Ryota senses the change in tension and clears his throat. Today's been a long day. Should we grab some food before I take you home? Yoko has been going on about this new pastry at the cafe. We could give it a try. You hesitate, unsure of whether to accept his offer. On one hand, you're annoyed at his blind admiration to your mom. But on the other hand, you know he's not doing it on purpose. We'll just accept because we gotta do other things at that cafe. Alright, I'm a bit hungry, so let's go. Ryota smiles warmly at you, his concern momentarily fading. Alright, let's go. Oh, Ama-chan. Are you here to see me? And you're here too, I guess. Are you 12? You're always so sensitive, Ryo. Anyways, how can I help you guys? Playing it cool anyways. We've just gotten some new pastries that are to die for. What will it be? Crepe. Sounds great. I'll take that over there. Chocolate crepes, then golden filled with gooey chocolate. Add a drizzle of syrup and whipped cream, and it's dessert heaven. What about you, Ryo? Just a coffee for me, thanks. Alright, coming right up. You two find a seat and relax. As you find a cozy corner to sit in, you can't help but notice the warmth in the cafe, a stark contrast to the cold conversation with the police officer. Ryota's attempt to lighten the mood doesn't go unnoticed, and you start to feel a bit of the day's stress melt away. Shortly, you see Yoko bringing over the pastries and coffee with a cheerful smile. Here you go, enjoy. Thanks, Yoko. This looks delicious. Anytime, Ami-chan. Just remember you're always welcome here. You take a bit of the pastry, and for a moment, everything feels a little bit better. Actually, I just needed to get out of the house for a bit. It's been a rough day. Work's been stressful, my mom's been on my case, and Kazuki, it's all just a lot. And with everything that happened, especially last month, abruptly you realize that you're rambling about your troubles. You immediately clamp your hands over your mouth and look up at the siblings, hoping that they haven't been too put off by your negativity. That's okay. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, okay? You're already doing a good job handling everything, especially with what's going on. I know what I said earlier about your mother's mindset, but it's also about your own strength. You're doing great. Thank you. You can always rely on us, you know, we're always cheering you on. Ryota nods in agreement. You feel supported despite everything. You are loved. You spend the rest of the night with them talking about mundane things as you enjoy your dessert. Maybe you'll be alright, not in the long term, but just for tonight. Eventually the cafe closes and you part ways with Ryota and Yoko, feeling a bit lighter than before. The walk home is quiet, the night air cools against your skin. As you step into your apartment, the weight of the day's stress seems to settle back in, but the warmth from your night out lingers. Another exhausting day of work is finally over. I hope tomorrow won't be as bad as today. Just as you're about to close the door, you feel a pressure on the other side, a foot wedged between the door and the frame, stopping you from shutting it completely. Hello, miss? Not this again. Although reluctant, you didn't have much of a choice but to reopen the door. Yes, how can I help you? You trail off as you count a group of 4 men standing outside the apartment. They don't look particularly friendly. There's something unnerving about them. Apologies for the late visit. I believe your mother has mentioned that you've been experiencing spiritual issues. You shake your head. My mother? What are you talking about? I think you've got the wrong person. I'm not sure who you... You might not have noticed it, but Hiroshi no Kami's influence has already touched your life in ways you don't yet understand. We understand that this must be overwhelming, but Hiroshi no Kami sees things in you that you may not even realize. His guidance has already found its way into your life. I don't understand. What do you mean? You try to shake the confusion out of your mind, but this mention of this Hiroshi no Kami fills you with unease. He chooses his followers carefully, those who seek answers, those who are lost, those who are searching for something greater. And you, miss, have already begun your path without realizing it. Hiroshi no Kami offers peace, clarity, and understanding. His light can guide you through the darkness and alleviate these spiritual issues that you have. All you have to do is let him. You take a cautious step back, trying to shut the door again, but you can feel their presence looming. The cultists hesitate, their eyes scanning you like they're deciding what to do next. The man who spoke earlier steps forward, his gaze focused and intense. Miss, we understand that our arrival is sudden, but this path we offer isn't one you should turn away from. Hiroshi no Kami's light is already in your life. It has touched you in your dreams, and it can give you more than you could ever imagine. You tense up. It's not like last time. There's a force behind his words that makes you feel trapped. I don't know what you mean. I've had weird dreams, sure, but that doesn't mean I need your guidance. I'm fine on my own. Another cultist firmly pushes a little closer to the door. That's where you're wrong, miss. You've been searching for something, haven't you? You don't even realize it yet, but Hiroshi no Kami sees your struggle, your doubts. The light he offers can give you the peace you're craving, the answer you've always needed, but only if you accept him into your heart. Another cultist steps closer to you. Hiroshi no Kami can see your fear, your uncertainty. You're standing at the threshold of something far greater than yourself. We are offering you the key to unlock your potential, but you have to choose to step forward. Don't let fear keep you from the truth. You feel your stomach tighten, the pressure of their words hanging in the air like a heavy weight. I don't need anything from you. I'm fine. Just, no, you're not fine. You're hiding from the truth. It's obvious you've been running from your own destiny, from the path that Hiroshi no Kami has set for you. But his light is unwavering. His purpose is inevitable. I'm not interested in this Kami of yours, okay? I just want you to leave me alone. Listen to yourself. You can feel it, can't you? The restlessness inside you. Hiroshi no Kami will calm the storm. All he asks is that you open your heart, trust in him, and allow him to guide you. You know that deep down you won't find peace until you accept him. You feel a cold chill running down your spine. This isn't just a request anymore, it's an ultimatum, and you start to realize that the more you resist, the more they're going to push. Miss, please, you don't know what you're turning away. Hiroshi no Kami offers you everything you've ever wanted: purpose, clarity, belonging. Can't you see? The truth is right in front of you. Stop fighting it. Let him in. You'll find peace. You'll find strength. Just open your heart to him. Feeling the weight of their words press on you, anxiety starts bubbling up. You don't understand. I don't want this. I don't want your salvation for your kami or whatever it is you're offering. Just leave me alone. A look of disappointment flickers in his eyes before he exhales almost sorrowfully. We were hoping you would come to this on your own, miss. We wanted to offer you guidance, not force you. But it seems you're still not ready. We will be back. Hiroshi no Kami's light will reach you eventually. Everyone finds their way to him in time, but you will have to face him, whether you're ready or not. The cultist begins to step back one by one, but their eyes lingering on you almost as if they can see something you can't. The weight of their gaze lingers long after they disappear down the hallway. You close the door, your heart pounding, panting, feeling the strain of the encounter. They want to accept their kami and aren't giving up this easily. They're going to keep coming back to push me to their side. However, before you can crash onto the couch as you usually do, you see her. An alt-familiar presence, seated with a rigid stillness that sharpens as she looks up, disappointed, carved into her expression. Why are you doing this to me? Do you know who called me today? The police, again. And why? Because of you, prying into that Kazuki's boy's death again. How many times must I tell you, this curiosity will be your ruin? Mom, please, I don't need. This isn't about what you need. I'm not offering help. I'm telling you what has to be done. Everything you're missing. I've already laid out the answer for you. I'm giving you solutions, but you're the one that's not willing to change. It's you that's the problem. Ryuta, the exorcist, Mom, I'm trying. I really am. But trying? By pushing away the people I send your way? Imagine my shame knowing you treated those with wisdom and respect like common intruders. You were the one who sent those weird religious people to my house. Mom, they're complete strangers. Weird? Watch your tongue, girl. They've grasped truths you'll never understand, and you turn them away. You are unwilling to change. I don't need them. I don't need. They can help you find peace if you let them. If you let me help you. Her gaze pierces through you, and then a calculated shift, her voice softens to a deceptive murmur that chills your skin like the calm before a storm. You wouldn't have to bear these burdens if you'd just listen. All I want is what's best for you. The room feels as if it's closing in, shrinking with every word that slips from her mouth. Her voice relentless and insistent, sinking into you like a weight pressing from every side. It's too much, your sanity slowly slipping. Your heart slowly pounding against the pressure building in your chest. The constant urge for you to give in, to surrender, if only to quiet her voice. I can't take this. I don't know what to do. Your mind reels clouded by anxiety as her words echo around you. The pounding in your chest grows stronger, threatening to overtake your last bit of composure. And despite your visible displeasure, your mother keeps speaking, her voice a constant assault against your thoughts. You almost break down as your mother's words ring in the background. There you go again. Are you going to say something or just sit there? She waits, her gaze piercing, expecting you to respond. What are you trying to pull? Don't just stare blankly at me. Her face hardens, her gaze latching onto you, expectant, demanding more. Your grip falters, nearly slipping entirely, when suddenly a voice, soft and unfamiliar, echoes in your mind, cutting through the clamor. You don't have to do this alone. Your eyes gaze over to the phone in your hand. You don't have to deal with her rambling alone. Yes, you can always get help. I'll have to call someone, but Ryuta's nowhere nearby, and Haruki, who knows where he is right now? Friend could be an option, but he's hardly the type to calm things down. If no one's going to get here right away, then I'll have to keep her distracted until they do. But who should I call? Call Ren, since Ren's close by. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ren, he's not exactly the calmest person, but maybe he'll understand. Maybe he can help. You grab your phone and dial Ren's number. He picks up almost immediately, his voice sharp and agitated, practically yelling into your ear. First of all, one, noisy gremlin next door is bad enough, but two, are you kidding me? It's late, people need to sleep, and you can help fix it. If you come over and help me, please. Your voice falters slightly at the end, but you try to sound a bit more assertive. It's Ren after all. Fine, I'm coming over. All the fuss is ticking me off anyways. Thank you, Ren. He hangs up abruptly. You turn back towards your mom. Her constant nagging like a persistent mosquito in your ear. Her intense glare practically burning a hole through you. Oh god. Okay. Impressive. You have hit 97 of the total notes. Sanity increased. You manage to calm yourself down, your heartbeat finally steadying. Your mom's words still rattle you, but you remain calm enough to hold your tongue. Each minute stretches, her harsh words chipping away at the last remnants of your patience. Just when you begin to doubt he'll show up, a loud, insistent knock echoes through the apartment, silencing your mom's tirade for the first time all night. Who could it be this time? You unlock the door and Ren stomps in, shoving the door just wide enough to barely miss hitting you. And who might you be? Ren looks her over with a mix of disgust and irritation, but there's a flicker of something else in his expression, something you can't quite place. I'm the poor guy next door that has to deal with all the noise. He points an accusatory finger at her in the classic haughty Ren fashion, and you must be the absolute nuisance and the source of the I don't remember what that word is. Decibels speaking in the background of my microphone recording. You resist the urge to clamp a hand over his mouth, though you know deep down that if anyone can stand up to your mom's fiery temperament, it's Ren. How dare you? You barge into my home and call me a nuisance. Stay out of things that don't concern you. Too late, your screaming was so loud they'd call you the Queen of Banshees. I thought it was the damn fire alarm with all the heat that was going on next door. Stellar performance, by the way. Your mom's grip tightens at her side, her arms lifting ever so slightly at the moment, and for a moment you think she might actually swing at him. Despite the satisfaction of seeing someone finally stand up to her, you quickly step in before things escalate. Mom, this is Ren. He's my neighbor. I can see that, and he's also rude, disrespectful, and completely uncouth. Takes one to know one, doesn't it? Ren's just here to let us know this conversation is getting a bit loud. Maybe we can continue this another time. Another time? Do you think there will be another time with the way you're acting? Get a grip. You wouldn't even need a second chance if you just listen to me. I have the solution right here. Ren clicks his tongue, his scoff echoing through the room. And what might that be? Oh, great oracle of wisdom, enlighten us all with your divine brilliance. You see the anger ignite in her eyes as she storms toward him. For a moment, it looks like she might grab him by the collar, but she visibly reins herself in, hands trembling at her side. Listen here, you little weasel. You're nothing, just a pathetic nobody who isn't even worthy of knowing what I have to say. Oh, please, and what pearls of wisdom might that be, huh? Some recycled religious mumbo jumbo? Let me guess, the spirits choose us to carry out this divine mission, right? Get a grip, lady. Don't you dare. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah? Enlighten me then. Tell me about how I'm too blind to understand your sacred mission. I'm warning you, you better stop right now. They both stubbornly step forth, neither wanting to back down. You know, now might be a good moment to step in before anything escalates further. Okay, let's get this. I missed it. Go. Alright, I think this is going nowhere. You raise your voice, trying to break through the tension in the room. Mom, I know how much your teachings mean to you, but I really don't think they're helping right now. No, they are helping. It's just you and the certain who are the problem. Ren steps forward, his tone suddenly calm but firm, cutting through the chaos like a knife. Wisdom is best received by those willing to seek it. Isn't that how it goes? Your mom your mom's head whips around, her glare sharp enough to cut steel. What could you possibly know about our teachings? Those who force their beliefs risk driving away the faith instead of guiding them. Isn't that in the same scripture you hold so dear? This sounds all too familiar for me. All too familiar. Forceful, but not too forceful. Isn't that the balance you people always preach about? For a moment, your mother freezes, her lips tightening as his words hit a nerve. Whatever Ren is saying seems to have worked a number on her confidence. How dare you preach to me about what I know best? Who do you think you are? I'm just someone asking if I'm wrong. To accept truth's strands with open hands is the highest form of absolution. Or am I mistaken? Her expression falters, the weight of his words pressing down like a mirror held to her ego. Look, I know how your religious types are, but right now you're doing more harm to your daughter than good. He glances at you, and for a brief moment you feel an unspoken understanding between you. So maybe think about what's best not for you, but for her, no matter how much you think you're helping. Your mother hesitates. Ren's words might actually be appealing to her consciousness, one that you never knew she had. I'll let this go for now, but only because my teachings tell me to take the higher path. But I won't let this matter rest. I won't stop disciplining my daughter just because some kid tries to preach to me about my beliefs. Surprisingly, Ren remains silent, his expression unreadable. What's the matter? Nothing to say now, all that confidence gone? I just hope someday you'll realize not everything revolves around you. You little... Alright, Mom, please, it's late. Let's just leave this for another time. Your mother's glare lingers, but after a long moment, she backs down, storming out of the apartment and slamming the door behind her. You'll regret this, both of you will. The apartment falls silent, the tension still lingering in the air, until Ren's dry scoff breaks the silence. Your mom is a real piece of work. Yeah, if she was painted by a much angrier and resentful Da Vinci. Ren lets out a scoff. Well, at least she's gone for now. You hesitate for a moment, caught between your burning curiosity and the hesitation to pry, but your need to know wins out. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, how do you know exactly what to say to get her to back off from her religious fervor? Ren hesitates for a moment, this same uncertainty flickering in his eyes. It's always the same with people like that. You just throw out some religious jargon and they'll eat it up. But you knew exactly what to say. You had the right phrases, the right words. It felt like you've done this before. Ren's expression tightens, the uncertainty deepening. Look, I know people like her. Over time, you learn how to handle them. You start to recognize the same phrases they use to convince each other. You want to push further, but something about the way Ren's eyes avoid yours, no matter how much more probing you do, he's dropped the matter. You bite your tongue. Maybe someday he'll open up on his own terms, but for now, you decide to let it go. But thank you for coming to my help. Oh yeah, no worries. I've got angry customers to deal with, and you've got the female xenomorph to deal with. You bite your tongue. Maybe he'll open up on his own terms, but for now, you decide to let it go. It repeated that, but okay. Still, thank you, Ren. I really appreciate it. Ren looks away in classic 90s shoujo fashion. Yeah. Then unexpectedly, he meets your eyes with more seriousness than you're used to from him. I just hope you'll be alright. I know how hard it can be to deal with people like them. Thanks, I think I'll manage. What's another 30 years of mommy issues, right? Mommy issues, spiritual issues, a religious issue, the trifecta, triforce even. You can't help but muse at his little quips. After everything you've seen of Ren, you realize there's more to him than just being a snarky and hot-headed. It's not all arrogance or bitterness. It's all defense. It's a defense, a shield he puts up, and somehow that makes you feel less alone in your own sharpness. Maybe your sarcasm doesn't make you a bad person like your mother always said. Ren is more than he lets on. Dependable, quick-witted, and when it matters most, kind. You catch yourself wondering if you are able to see past this exterior of his. You hope, you pray deep down. Maybe he might be able to see past yours too. Ren eventually says his goodbyes, claiming he has important nighttime activities to tend to. You want to tease him more, but as his unique choice of words, but you hold back. He's likely heard enough sarcasm for one night. After exchanging your farewells, you settle in for the night, a quiet sense of relief washing over you. In learning more about him, you realize he's no longer just a neighbor. Maybe, just maybe, he's becoming something more, a friend. Sanity increased. Affection with Ren increased. Go to shrine. Kazuki. The air around the shrine feels oddly. Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. They're all cleaned up. Perhaps some incense for the temple would help you feel better, but I'll have to get it for the next time. Okay, Kazuki? I really wish I could, but it's late. Oh, wait. You finally enter your bedroom and switch off the lights, but they flicker and sputter before finally surrendering to the darkness. Slipping beneath the covers, you hear the quiet hum of the pipes, a low rush of cars on the street, and the usual footsteps of neighbors from above. But tonight the footsteps multiply and growing thump that becomes heavier, faster. You start to wonder if it's something else. With the glance, you place your phone nearby, fingers itching for a quick call if needed, but eventually sleep overtakes you. In the depth of the night, you dream of Kazuki. In a dim, hazy scene, he talks about his fascination with collecting insects, each word faint as a breath. The images, though, grow clearer. Beetles, cockroaches, or is it something different? Something sinister, its body snaking around the room like a creature just beyond reach. You search almost desperately trying to find its name, but it slips away, elusive, lost in the fog of your dream. It seems as though the tapestry is finally unraveling itself. The key players have already made their first move, though some have moved quicker than expected, otherwise still hesitant, as if time waits for them. I wonder what your next move will be, my dear princess. Molting form calls to life. Survival calls a twisted creed. The ancient curse reborn to feed. This is honestly a really long demo. I feel like it's about to be over, and that's fine if it is. Day 4! You wake up to the familiar buzz of your phone. A few messages from your mom lights up the screen. The first one featuring a painfully outdated gif of balloons and glitter text. Happy birthday. I'll be dropping off a cake later. Make sure you finish it by tonight or it'll go stale. Have a good day. Ugh. Mom's coming by? Ah, yes. A classic from your mother. Equal parts affection and command. It almost slipped your mind. It's your birthday today. You're turning... The number seems to glitch in your mind. Like a censored secret the universe refuses to acknowledge. Or maybe you're just repressing it. Maybe this year your birthday wish will actually come true. Maybe your mom will finally listen to you, hear you out, let you breathe without the constant pressure of her expectations. Maybe today will actually be a good birthday. Just kidding. You already know how it's going to end. Oh well, no point dwelling on it now. You'll deal with all that after work. Happy birthday, you're getting pretty old, huh? Yeah. Whoa, I heard from Tanaka-san that it's your birthday. Must suck having to spend it at work, huh? Well, that's just life. I don't know how many more I have left in me. By mid-afternoon, it's clear that today is just another work-filled birthday. The highlight of the day, a hefty stack of monthly reports unceremoniously dropped onto your desk by your boss, a truly unforgettable birthday gift. As you sift through your reports, a familiar voice calls out from behind you, "Happy birthday!" Thank you. You glance over your shoulder, offering a polite smile. You've said that quite a few times today. Oh, I didn't realize it was you, Ryuta. Maybe I should have made my birthday wishes a bit more memorable. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think I've heard enough birthday wishes to last me until next year. Hopefully you're not too worn out to actually celebrate it, though. Boss asked me to stick around and finish some reports, but if you're still up for a birthday dinner, I'll be at the station around 8 p.m. Before you can respond, a voice cuts through the air from the other side of the office. Hey, can someone help me with this? Rhoda straightens up, already turning towards the sound. I've gotta go. Good luck with your work, and happy birthday, Junie. You gotta go. You go about your day as usual, the hours spilling by until it's finally time to head home. Stepping out the train's platform, you pause for a moment, a thought lingering in your mind. How should you spend your birthday? Uh, so we gotta go to this. You head to the temple, and as you look around, you notice a monk tending to the shrine office. Excuse me, have you seen Haruki around? If he's not at his office, he's probably wandering around town trying to drum up business, or maybe in the alley fooling around with that damn cat. You shouldn't meddle with him too much. Why, other than the obvious reasons? Because once he latches onto you, he doesn't let go. His persistence is relentless. The monk hesitates, his gaze darting around to ensure no one is listening. When he speaks again, his voice is barely above a whisper. Look, miss. I know I know you and he share a bond of some kind. You seem like a kind soul, but there's a shadow that follows him. I've seen what happens to those who stay too close. Nothing good ever comes of it. I'm listening. The monk exhales slowly, his gaze hardening as he leans closer. His voice drops to a near whisper, the weight of his words filling the silence. Word spreads quickly in the circles of those who deal with the unseen. Stories, whispers. They say he carries an unnatural shadow in omen of misfortune, a harbinger of calamity. His expression darkens, and for a moment he looks as though he's revealing a distant memory. His master was a powerful exorcist, respected, skilled, but during a purification ritual, something went wrong. Catastrophically wrong. His master lost his life, and while some mourned and pitied the boy, others, he hesitates, glancing around as if afraid of being overheard. Others believe he was the cause of it. That's a lot to take in. I'm not saying he's evil or even ill-intentioned. Perhaps deep down he's a good man, but sometimes it's not the person that's dangerous, it's what follows them. And with him, the cost of association often outweighs the good. He straightens his tone, softening, though the gravity of his words lingers. Whatever you decide from here is your choice, but remember there's wisdom in walking away from trouble, even when it wears a kind face. Choose carefully. Okay, that was something. I had better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm here. Oh wait, he's at the station. Hold on. Right? You arrive at the train station and stand by the grantee, waiting. After a short while, you spot Ryota stepping through the gates. The moment he notices you, his expression shifts. He tries to mask it, but the smile tugging at the corners of his lips is unmistakable. It's brief, a flash of something warmer than usual, but it doesn't escape your notice. As he approaches, his tired eyes reflect the exhaustion from work, but the soft smile never quite disappears. Ah, you're here. Sorry if I kept you waiting. Were you waiting for me? I hope I didn't make you wait too long. I'm glad you decided to come. You know, if you're still up for it, we can grab that dinner, just like I promised. It's my treat, of course. Yeah, sure. I'd like that. Let's go have that birthday dinner. For a moment, Ryota seems caught off guard. His eyes widen just slightly before his expression softens into a warm smile, his relief and happiness unmistakable despite his efforts to stay composed. Really? I mean, great. I was worried you might have had plans with someone else. I'm not exactly the life of the party. I enjoyed being around you. You don't need to be the life of the party to make someone's day better. Thanks, that means a lot, really. Well, there's this takoyaki place nearby. It's not fancy or anything, but I thought, well, it's your birthday, so you should get something good to eat. Sounds perfect. Lead the way. The rich aroma of grilled takoyaki fills the air as you step into the cozy eatery. Its warm lighting casting a welcoming glow. You take a seat beside Ryuka at the counter. The comforting aroma of freshly grilled takoyaki, wafting up as a steaming plate is set before you. For a moment, neither of you speaks, the quiet hum of the restaurant filling the space. Glance at Ryota, his gaze fixed on the food, and find yourself wondering how to break the silence. Ask about the food. I didn't know you liked takoyaki. I'll eat anything really, even shellfish. What's wrong with shellfish? They're like the ocean's cockroaches, physically and biologically. That's such a dramatic way to put it. They're delicious, though. Yeah, well, so are cockroaches to some people, apparently. That's nasty! Okay, fine, I'll stop trying to defend seafood. How'd you even find this place? It's so tucked away. Honestly, it was by accident. One night after work, I was wandering around and just ended up here. I didn't even know this place existed before that, an unlikely coincidence. Quite so. Like how in stories the main character always ends up in the right place at the right time. Maybe we're in the same cheesy romance written by some lonely writer. Well, they've got some good taste for food, I guess. As you sit at the corner, the comforting aroma of the takoyaki wafting around you, a raised voice from nearby booth catches your attention. Despite your better judgment, you can't help but overhear the conversation. Are you seriously going to let them dictate everything? Every decision, every plan, it's always about what they want. Out of everyone, you should understand why it's not that simple. Understand? I've been trying to understand for years, but it feels like I'm the only one trying. I'm tired, tired of feeling like I come second to your family. You sit quietly, the tension in their voice making it hard not to listen in. The weight of their argument feels heavy, As you steal a glance at Ryota, you realize he's also caught up in their words, his expression thoughtful. There's a moment of silence between you, broken only when Ryota clears his throat and says softly, "They're being awfully loud." Talk about the future instead. Ryota, what do you want to do in the future? Ryota looks up at you, clearly caught off guard by the question. He shifts slightly in his seat, blinking at you with a soft, curious expression. That's a bit out of nowhere. What brought that up? It's just, I didn't mean to, but I overheard that couple arguing about their family and stuff, and it made me think. For most of my life, it feels like I'm trapped in this bubble of other people's expectations. Hard to know what I want sometimes. But that's my problem to solve, you know, to figure out what to do next. You hesitate for a moment, then meet his gaze, a little uncertainty in your voice. I guess I'm wondering what you'd want for yourself in the future, if you ever thought about it. Ryota falls silent for a moment, his brows furrowing as he looks down at his hands, pondering the question. Quiet stretches on and you can see him mulling it over. When he speaks again, it's soft and deliberate. I've never really given it much thought, to be honest, but if I had to choose something, I guess I know one thing for sure. I'd want to spin it with you. There's a slight, almost imperceptible pause before he quickly adds, his voice a little rushed and sheepish. But you know, it doesn't have to be anything romantic if you don't want it to be. I really value being with you. Oh, I guess I do appreciate your company, too. Your heart flutters and you feel a rush of warmth spread across your cheeks. You can't help but smile at him, trying to laugh it off, though it's clear that his words have touched you more than you want to admit. The moment hangs in the air, and for once you don't mind the quiet, feeling more certain of something than you have in a long while. Well, I guess this is the part where I give you your birthday gift. You got me something? Oh, Ryota, you shouldn't have. It's nothing much. I bought this a few months ago. I didn't know when would be the right time to give it to you, but I thought your birthday would be the right time. Glance at him curiously as he reaches into his jacket pocket, his movements deliberate, almost hesitant. When he pulls out a small velvet box, your breath catches. Oh god, please don't tell me it's a ring. Oh, he opens it to reveal a delicate necklace, the pendant shaped like a radiant sun. You doubt yourself a lot, I know that, but to me, you're the sun. You're bright. His words leave you speechless for a moment, your heart full as you carefully take the necklace from him. Ryota, I don't even know what to say. Thank you. This means so much to me. You don't have to say anything, I just wanted you to know how much you mean to me, and well, maybe it's a way to pay you back for everything you've done for me. You don't owe me anything, you know, but thank you, really. The two of you fall into a quiet rhythm as you leave the restaurant, the necklace resting against your collarbone. It weighs a comforting reminder of his words. You find yourself replaying them in your mind, marveling at how he could see you as something so bright and positive. You've never thought of yourself like that before, and now there's something unfamiliar bubbling up inside of you, warm and fluttering. As you walk side by side, you're glad for the cover of night, the shadows hiding the telltale red creeping into your ears. Ryota walks beside you, his hand in his pockets, his presence steady and reassuring. And for a moment, you wonder if he can feel it too, the quiet shift in the air between you. Okay, I think we can go back home now, I think. Step into your home, greeted by an eerie silence. On the dining table sits a small cake, meticulously decorated with the pastel icing. A note rests beside it in your mother's familiar handwriting. Eat this, all of it, it's good for you. A strange unease prickles at the back of your mind, but you sit down anyway, carving a cautious slice and taking a bite. At first, it's sweet, soft sponge with a hint of vanilla, but then something foreign grates against your tongue. You pause, your stomach tightening as you pull the bite from your mouth, revealing long strands of hair tangled in the frosting. What the hell? Did Mom poison me? Run to the sink, spitting it out, gagging, but it's as if your body has already decided to reject more. A sudden heave forces you into the sink as bile rises uncontrollably. You continue to vomit, various substances escaping your lips. Your lunch from today, spit and stomach acid and more hair. You clutch the edge of the sink, trembling as more hair spills from your mouth, clinging to your lips like something's alive. The tank of stomach acid burns your throat, but what follows sends cold terror coursing through your veins. Chunks of meat, raw and glistening, hit the sink with wet, sickening splats. Try to catch your breath, but another wave overtakes you. Your body convulses, bringing up more and more hair, bits of undigested food, and then teeth? Jagged yellow teeth rattling against the porcelain basin. Maybe you're hallucinating again. You think maybe this isn't real. But the sensation, the heaving, the burning bile, the slick muck sliding from your mouth, it's too vivid, too visceral. The grotesque parade of horrors continues, spilling from you like some cursed fountain. Each retch leaves you weaker, yet the torment doesn't abate. As your trembling hands clutch the edge of the sink, you dare a glance at the carnage below, and then you see it. Amid the hair, bile, and unidentifiable chunks, something small and malformed shifts. It's pink and slimy. It's like a ball of meat alive. It expands and deflates ever so slightly, almost like it's breathing. You notice some of the chunks were teeth and what seems like an eye staring back at you. You can't seem to form a word to even begin to describe the horror that you produce from the depths of your throat. What? Grabbing the faucet, you turn it on full blast, desperate to erase the nightmare. Water gushes down, carrying clumps of gunk with it, but the sink quickly clogs. The fetid water pools around the mess, rising in defiance of your efforts. Frustration boils over. You seize the nearest object, a hairbrush, and jam it into the drain, jabbing furiously. The bristles bend and snap as you shove harder, muttering through gritted teeth and shouting, "God, go down already." Each shove is punctuated by your screams, your voice hoarse and crackling. The sink gurgles as bits of the gunk slowly spirals downward, disappearing into the pipes. Finally, the water drains, leaving the basin empty except for the lingering streaks of slime. You stand there panting, your knuckles white as you grip the edges of the counter. The silence that follows is deafening, broken only by your ragged breathing, and then you hear it, faint but unmistakable, a soft, pitiful cry. You stumble back from the sink, your legs shaking uncontrollably, and you collapse onto the floor. Hot tears stream down your face as you gasp for breath, the sound of your own ragged sobs filling the suffocating silence of the kitchen. "I didn't mean for this to happen. Please forgive me." You clasp your hands together so tightly until the knuckles turn white as you pray fervently to anyone or anything that will listen to your cries. "Please, please forgive me, Kazuki. I'm trying, I swear. I'm trying. I'll find out who did this to you. I'll make them pay. Just please don't hate me." You moved on, Kazuki. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please. I'm doing my best. I'll avenge you, I swear." "How could you? You moved on already." "No, I didn't. You're a liar. You've already forgotten me, cheated on me, like none of it mattered." "No, that's not true. We weren't even really married. You know that. It wasn't real. Not real. Then what were we? Nothing? A lie? Is that what I was to you? Cheater." "No, I'm not." "Oh, are you waiting for someone to save you? Like you always have? Incapable of lifting a finger to do anything yourself. As befitting of you, as always, princess. But there's no one else this time. There's only you. This is what you get for playing all of them like for fools. None of them dare. They worry you're merely playing them. And so, rather than risk their own humiliation, I am here instead. Come. You will not resist." Bad end achieved. Wait. So is this like the full game? Is this not a demo? I think it is the demo though. I wonder. It says demo version, but there was an actual ending. That's crazy. And this was a long demo then, and if that's the case. But thank you guys so much for watching. I think this is definitely going to be the only recording I do right now, because my voice is already hoarse. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.